Binge Pipe's menu screen. Binge Pipe is more than just a streaming service. It's a something 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 with a potential to something something something. Fill in something here that sounds good and something something.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
The following Binge Pipe content is sponsored by Bob's Shoes. Not only are Bob's Shoes one of the...
Binge Pipe is not being coerced into introducing You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Buzzword, buzzword, content, buzzword.
Hey friends, I'm Cookie Masterson, your host, and I am wearing a wire, so don't say any mob stuff around me. A two-player game. You guys sure you don't want to play chess? Or, like, go outside? Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, a soft, easily spread crime. If Brie Larson were convicted of Brie larceny, what crime would she be guilty of committing? Selling cheese without the proper permits, stealing cheese, counterfeiting cheese, or cheese murder? So what'd you pick? Stupid answers don't get much stupider. Larceny is the crime of taking property from possession of another with intent to permanently deprive the owner of that property. You know, stealing. I think the real crime is she didn't steal any crackers to go with it.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Feast your eyes upon this. The internet is sick. Which of these online sensations would not be a viral video? Keyboard cat gets rabies, Charlie bit my finger and gave me tuberculosis, grape lady falls and gets mumps, or sneezing panda might have hepatitis. Let's see how that shook out. Smart people choose this. Tuberculosis is a bacterial infection. The other diseases are viral. So wash your hands, unless you want to go full-blown YouTube star.
Why don't we do it for free?
Coming up next, running a sparkling clean campaign. And oh joy, it's a this or dat. I'm going to read 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a political action committee, you know, the kind that privately raise money to influence elections, or part of the name of a detergent packet for laundry or dishes, you know, like Tide Pods. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a political action committee or a detergent pod. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Heartland Values Pack. Vivid White Bright Pack. 3-in-1 Power Pack. Pride Pack. 3T Pack. Platinum Action Pack. Almighty Pack. That was nice and forgettable. Let's get on with it, shall we?
I don't need you anymore.
This one's called, I had no choice but to retort, those shoes though. Officer, I have one question for you. What is those? The singular form of these, the plural form of this, the singular form of them, or the plural form of that. love this part. This is the singular form of these, so this is the wrong answer. You should have known. Those is the plural form of that, as in, I can't believe that cop is wearing those shoes. If you didn't understand the reference in this question, you should check out the new true crime series, Fashion Police. Next, all roads lead to Mars. Which Bruno Mars song title seems most fitting for the Roman god Mars? The Lazy Song, 24K Magic, It Will Rain, or Grenade? Hope you like what you picked. I hope this doesn't put you in an uptown funk. Oh, what might have been. Mars was the Roman god of war, so he would probably be into a song about someone jumping on a grenade. Of course, the Greek god of war is Arizona Grande. Wow, that joke could have been its own question. Oh well. Round 1 is history. Clearly this isn't a popularity contest because here's the scoreboard.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you could use a little help, and there's no shame in that.
Looks like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Use the screw to make answering...
Fine, we'll skip it. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
There is no hiding from... Let's just talk about Idris Elba. In which of the following roles could we see Idris Elba exiled to the island of Elba? Idris Elba as the world's coolest Napoleon Bonaparte? Oh, watch out. You got screwed in the back, player 2. Read carefully. And how'd we do? Can't do anything right, can you? I really wanted you to pick this one. After being forced to abdicate the French throne, Napoleon Bonaparte was famously exiled to the island of Elba in the Tuscan archipelago. Way to screw, player 1. Spend this wisely.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Why not try? How dare he strangle such a long, elegant neck? And hey, stress cut with mime sore.
It's time for a...
Get those typing fingers ready because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, here it comes. Take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what TV show title it rhymes with. Kill a swan, shall he? And don't worry about that punctuation. A show about people who make computers. In a town obsessed with technology. It's that HBO show. I can't think of a better clue. Sorry. Okay, pencils down. Player 1. You just didn't get it, did you? Watch close. Moving right along.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here's one I like to call We're Always Listening. That sounds creepy.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you've recently purchased 42 towels, we thought you'd enjoy reading A Confederacy of Dunces, Bridget Jones' Diary, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or Rich People Problems.
Okay, let's take a look.
According to this novel, towels are the most versatile invention in the universe, and 42 is the ultimate answer to the ultimate question. We may have your purchase history, but don't panic. It's unlikely our customer database will be breached a third time.
How about this one? Broad appeal. If Ilana and Abby from Broad City befriended a queen from India, what should be their new catchphrase? Yas Khan, Yas Amir, Yas Rani, or Yas Sultan? What'd you guys pick?
Check, please.
Rani is Hindi for queen.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one, Who Said We Don't Have Enough Belgian Content? What would be the appropriate headline if the head of state in Belgium repeatedly switched political positions? President of Belgium Waffles, King of Belgium Waffles, Prime Minister of Belgium Waffles, or Czar of Belgium Waffles? So who got it? Yes, the Prime Minister holds the executive power in Belgium, but that's not what I asked. Here's what you meant to pick. Belgium's head of state is the king. Delicious whipped cream-covered breakfasty king of the Belgians. It's time for... I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. Official slogans. We all love brands and their slogans, right? Good luck. Player 2's got it! Wow, player 2, you finished in the negative but still came out ahead. Just like my broker. At least your opponent's here to remind us that there's always farther to fall. Now, all together with feeling...
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe, lacking other options, will present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, woke programming, straight up evil business practices.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I have no idea why they call them boyfriend jeans. These things are way too tight on me. We are gathered here today to witness the union of these two players in trivia. All right, let's do this thing.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, avenge me. Which member of the superhero team, the Avengers, is also the king of Wakanda? T'Challa, 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 or T'Challa? Okay, who chose what? This is gonna hurt. That's the correct spelling of T'Challa, the Black Panther.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. Time of death. Which of these points on the calendar is named after a man who was assassinated? January, October, July, or May? Who picked what? The month of July is named after Julius Caesar, who met his end through numerous backstabbers. Caesar is why I don't trust any of my coworkers, just my cats. Et tu, kitty? Et tu, mayonnaise?
Why don't we do it with free?
Let's try girls, 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 and it's time for a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 titles, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a painting by acclaimed Dutch painter Johan Vermeer or one of those girl thriller novels that are so trendy. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Vermeer or a girl thriller. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. Girl with the pearl earring. The girl on the train. Girl in the dark. Girl with a red hat. Girl with a wine glass. The good girl. Officer and laughing girl. You did it! Kind of. But player 1, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
Binge Pipe hurts when you hurt.
Sounds like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Screwing.
Well, then let's get on with it.
We like to give you things, as long as they're not tangible.
I don't need you anymore.
Take a good look at Killer Micah. Imagine the hip-hop duo Run the Jewels ran barefoot over a bunch of diamonds, destroying their feet but inspiring a song. Which of the following lyrics would not reference a traditional cut diamond shape? My feet are a mess, these cuts are princess, loss of blood is common, the cuts are almond. Through the pain I'm pushing, my cuts are cushion, or blood up to my knees, those cuts are marquise. Okay, what'd you pick? Almond is actually a popular fingernail shape, but not used to describe a diamond. Behold, awkward moments in medical history. Who is getting a taste of their own medicine? Jonas Salk being humbled by the smallpox vaccine? Edward Jenner being made a fool of by insulin? Well. You got the pointy end of the screw, player 2. Time to take a long, hard look in the mirror. Let's see who got it. In 1928, Fleming discovered what he named penicillin, the world's first antibiotic. And for the rest of his life, he had to tell people, for the millionth time, if it's a cold, it's not gonna work. Say goodbye to round 1. Time to see who is actually trying.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, I want to help you. Please let me in. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player 2, before you get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
This is a real party now.
6 trombones is not a parade.
It's time for When the Clock Strikes. Ah! Assuming the apocalypse hasn't happened and you're alive to read this question, what was the most peaceful time ever featured on the Doomsday Clock since 1947? 9 minutes to midnight, 17 minutes to midnight, 22 minutes to midnight, or 31 minutes to midnight? Okay, who chose what? After the Cold War ended in 1991, the minute hand on the Doomsday Clock was set back to 11:43 p.m. Today, anything earlier than like 11:50 on that clock is just blank.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Up next, type equals squiggly bracket, music, comma, female, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So, binge pipe user data is very, secure.
But just for fun, can you identify who this information belongs to so we can return it to them without a lawsuit? Directions to get around that track. Is I ain't no grammatically correct? Why do these bananas taste like redacted? Whose search history have we acquired? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
No, here it comes. You got hit by a screw, player 2. Your answers are on the go. Okay, let's take a look. Talking about how many times she's been around that track and how that shit is bananas is the way Gwen Stefani professes she ain't no hollaback girl.
I knew you would be able to do it. I had no doubt.
Yeah, leave the outdated puns to me, please.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Oh, here's a good one. I'm the guy who draws the chalk lines for animal murders. And chest strut fits lime floor.
It's time for a
Remember to type quick. That cache will be counting down until you lock in an answer. Okay, head in the game. Chalk out this gibberish phrase and tell me what brand slogan it rhymes with. Traced a slain doe. And don't get hung up on that punctuation. Colors are detected. On your tongue. So, what was it? All right, let's move on.
Na 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 na.
Next up, Down Under and Around Again. If you've heard Iggy Azalea's song Fancy, you already know she's in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. This road would be what percentage of the world's circumference? 11%, 22%, 33%, or 44%? Hope you like what you picked. This is almost half the circumference, but completely wrong. The fastest distance between LA and Tokyo would be around 5,478 miles, which is about 22% of the Earth's 24,901 mile circumference. Sadly, the fanciest thing about me is the feast I provide my cats.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Coming up, please approach the wench. Suppose in the courtroom finale of Once Upon a Time, Excalibur becomes inadmissible as evidence in Cinderella's case because it was discovered through an illegally obtained magic mirror. What real-world legal doctrine is this? Fruit from the poisonous tree, music from the broken record, water from the cursed well, or bread from the bewitched oven? I love this part. All's well that ends well, except for this. Next time, try this. This is the real name of the doctrine that excludes evidence from being submitted in court if it was found due to illegally obtained evidence. Remember, never accept apples from witches or legal advice from talking furniture. They're not barristers, they're banisters. You made it to the attack. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Spaceship happens. Figure out what spacefaring vehicles fit. Good luck. Player 2 wins! Excellent job, Player 2. You won by a small margin, but you still technically won. Just like I still technically graduated with a degree in culinary arts. Oh, and just remember... You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Funny story. For that Iggy Azalea question, I still have no idea who that is. The directing and writing team tried to explain it to me for like an hour. It was like they were speaking gibberish. Anyway, eventually, I just read the question phonetically. And I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, it's just one of the tricks of the trade.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content.
Oh God, no. No, I'm changing.
Something's happening to all the boys at Rosedale High. Yeah, it's puberty.
I thought this would have happened sooner. Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great. If you don't love me, I'm going to war.
Okay, see you when you get back. Bye.
This is You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio, and I'm your host, Schmitty. Get ready for your favorite You Don't Know Jack commercials from yesteryear. Put on your sunglasses because the past is so bright you gotta wear shades to get that reference. All right, let's listen.
Thursdays on the Magic Eye channel are 3D-rific. At 8, catch dolphins jumping out of the ocean.
I can't make it out. Just clear your mind. Try not to think about it.
Then, at 8:30, it's dinosaurs in a forest.
That's so cool. It's like they're jumping out at me.
What, those little red squiggles? I can't see a damn thing.
At 9, it's unicorns jumping over the stars, followed by cute tree frogs at 9:30.
Try putting your nose up against the screen and then scoot back slowly.
Maybe cross your eyes a little bit.
I think I see something. Is that Santa?
Oh, Dad.
There's something more to see on Thursdays. The Magic Eye channel. It's 3D-rific.
How many times has this happened to you?
Daddy, what's the difference between absolute and relative surplus value according to Marx?
Go play with this ball, honey.
Middle-class buffoon.
Well, it won't happen again.
Look what I have for you, sugar.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Thanks, Daddy.
You're welcome, sweetie.
The brightly colored pictures help me understand the general law of capitalist accumulation. And the pop-up stick figures tell me all about heterogeneous and serial manufacture.
Yep.
There's even a scratch and sniff chapter about machinery and modern industry.
That's right, honey.
Daddy, you're the greatest. Now, can you tell me how the expression of female sexuality can challenge the patriarchal order?
I love you, pumpkin.
The illustrated Das Kapital. Also available, the Gross Anatomy Book of Cutout Dolls and the Kama Sutra playset.
Bowling! Why ruin such a primal sport by gingerly putting your fingers through the ball like a dainty little schoolgirl? Introducing fistable bowling equipment for the dude who takes